Up next, the Bulls taking on the Pacers. For the Bulls, proving to be a top team in the East, a grip on third place in the conference, and they're not letting go. Pacers, Bulls is next, right after this. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Red Van Vliet out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Butler. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Williamson in at the power forward. And for the Bulls, Antetokounmpo out there with Paul George. And there's Klay Thompson, then it's Harden, and it's Gobert in its center. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Harden finds George. George with the screen on Jones. Thompson from long range. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Outside, Jones. Butler with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Pass to Van Vliet. Nurkic a screen on George. Shot clock at 6, and it's in there.
So important as a point guard in a pick-and-roll play to understand when it's your turn to score it. Fred Van Vliet does just that.
Now here's Thompson. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Williamson outside. Indiana moving the ball around. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden gets the bucket.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now, we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. Coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And great, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
He hits the second from the line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now here's Butler for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's George. The Pacers pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Van Vliet finds Butler. Here's Nurkic. Gobert with the block.
Well, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 5 to shoot. Nobody near Nurkic. The three-pointer, no good. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Memphis. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Nurkic. Here's Harden. And the shot goes down. Harden's got his second basket.
You see, in pick-and-roll action, this is where the intellect, the feel, the craftiness, the mastery of James Harden is all on display.
Nurkic, a screen on George. Butler kicks to Nurkic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Harden outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's George on the wing, defended by Butler. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Williamson. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Van Vliet outside. George against Williamson. That one goes
you expect. Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
Bulls trail by 3. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And here is Van Vliet. Outside Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Oubre's checked in for George. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Klay Thompson. The Pacers also changing it up. Arabia's checked in, and Castle is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Castle. Pass to Butler. Down low, here's Williamson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Adams, he's checked in for the Bulls. George comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And Indiana making a change here. Arabia's checked in. Oubre outside. Shot clock at 5. Harden the pass to George. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. George has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Butler. Pass to Castle. Screen by Pirtle. Connects from three-point range.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Harden against Van Vliet. And George, here we go. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Harden against Van Vliet. Pass to Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
One shot.
Just 4 seconds left in the first. The 3 from George. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Indiana out in front, up by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Pacers leading by 4. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Richardson is out there with Hayes. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Now here's George. There's the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
The Pacers shooting well. 50% from the floor. Takes a step back. Here's Castle. Eyes yet again. Nice shot by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now here's Hayes. On the wing, George. Beyond the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he spins it one-handed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Hayes. Still without a basket. Richardson finds Adams. Back to Richardson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, you love that Josh Richardson doing. Some work on the painted area. Go ahead, Josh.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. From deep three-point land. Castle misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. When a team, Doors, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or, if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Here's LaRavia. Here's Butler, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Harden outside. Pass to George. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Indiana leading by 4. And Jones has it in the corner. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. And the shot is good. George has got 13.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the legal screen is set.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bulls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Butler. Back to Van Vliet. Over Harden. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 3. Antetokounmpo kicks to Harden. George passes to Harden. And here's Giannis, defended by Jones. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. George.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
Van Vliet kicks to Pirtle. Outside Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Thompson in the corner. Fires the 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. That's good from Williamson on the assist from VanVleet. And it's 7 points for Zion Williamson. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here is Pirtle. Outside, Jones. Pirtle sets the pick for Jones. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Giannis. It's Giannis throwing it down.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Outside, Jones. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Chicago making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Indiana. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. The 3 from George. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Williamson. He has 7. No one covered. Butler's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers.
Wow, you don't see Jimmy Butler go to the three-point opportunity that often, but knocks down a big-time shot there.
Has to Gobert. Now, here's George. Back to Gobert. To the paint. Butler with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Okay, Mr. Nurkic putting the ball on the deck and getting off the triple drive. Stop it.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look here at Chicago, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think They've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Chicago grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 6.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
On the wing, Jones. Outside, Butler. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. He has 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Gobert, the pass to Giannis. For the tie. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Williamson in the post. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's Williamson missing.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
For 3, Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
Free throw good. Giannis. No good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Butler. And Butler running the floor.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Thompson with it. He has yet to score. Harden sets the pick for George. Thompson in the corner. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Nurkic. And here is Van Vliet. Here's Butler. He's got 16. Over George. Good on the 13-footer. Butler's got 18 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Harden outside. Jones against Thompson. Antetokounmpo kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bulls lead by 2.
How about Klay Thompson, a career average of north of 40%. You better get a hand up when he's in three-point territory.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Harden. George against Butler. And George kicks to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Giannis says, get off me.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pacers trail by 4. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Oubre's checked in for Klay Thompson. In Indiana with a change here, too. Gassol's checked in. It's George on the wing. He's got 19. Gobert finds George. Gobert trying to get open. Pacers with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Van Vliet.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred Van Vliet. Works so hard on the handle, so tough.
Pass to Oubre. 1:36 left to play in the third. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And it falls over the rim and in. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Jimmy Butler finds a way through inside.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Butler against George. Back to Harden. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Harden. Outside for George. A 3-ball. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Indiana's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Outside Butler. Back to Van Vliet. Over Harden. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Gobert the screen. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Gobert with a screen for Giannis. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Gobert's got his first basket of the night.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there. Not just try to outscore them. We got to have them feel us. We got to make it hard on them.
Well, that's a staple of Coach Carlisle's game plan, isn't it? Wanting his guys to play with purpose on the defensive end.
And really, it's what makes him such a great coach. When the defense isn't up to par, he's going to hold his guys accountable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Adams, Harden out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Okeke in at the 4 spot. Robinson Earls checked in for the Bulls. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
This is so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
The Bulls leading by 4. Now Harden. Thompson from long range. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Thompson.
Well, Tassel showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
Chicago making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Adams finds Harden. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the mechanics of James Harden's shooting are just so defined and on point. He gets the ball, and he's ready to shoot right away.
Here's Butler. And Adams sends it back. Oubre passes to Harden. And he drives in. And Harden with the stuff.
A determined James Harden. Now that is a problem for the defense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Birtle with a screen on Harden. Pass to Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. It's Richardson on the wing. Adams with the screen on Rollins. Harden dishes to Adams. Yes, that goes in.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Jones sets the pick for Butler. With the floater. This one for 3. Jones, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Richardson the pass to Thompson. Adams with the screen on Butler. Thompson for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. So for the Bulls. Gobert, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Georgia subbed in for Josh Richardson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jimmy Butler. Thompson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Indiana. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good defense. Better shot from Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
We know this about Jimmy Butler. The guy has no fear. He delivers when his team needs it.
George looking over the floor. Giannis outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Butler, kicks it out to Williamson. No good from outside. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name the Freak.
Here's Butler, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Butler to the middle. Here's Nurkic.
And that's a great job by Giannis of altering the shot.
Giannis with some nice D. Harden outside. Gobert with a screen for Harden. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The shot's good. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Finishing. How you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Thompson against Jones. Gobert the screen. Thompson passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
12 seconds left in the game. So the Bulls win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.